We'd like the police officers who we keep hearing about individual discretion on the street, we'd like to see them start exercising some discretion that doesn't support their mortgage. And we have a lot of them within our members. We have a lot of police support. Even active, we have a lot of police support out there, they just can't say anything.
The Freedom Convoy is a peaceful and loving demonstration based on the principles of unity and respect for all Canadians.
Canada is ill and suffering, and it is suffering from the stench of cultural relativism and political Islam. It is suffering from the stench of extremism, the same way third world countries suffer from extremist groups, separatist groups, communist guerrilla factions, paramilitaries, organized crime, and more.
You don't have to take a back seat to anybody.
No.
You have your rights and your freedoms as an individual. This business of group rights and this business of lobby group rights and all the rest of it completely disguises your rights as an individual. And we got to be very careful going forward that we don't lose these rights to these groups, that they take over and dominate the government of British Columbia or the government of any province. You must remain steadfast that as an individual you come first, the groups come second. The individual gets submerged by a group or something else. That's the beginning of the decline of our democracy.
The Freedom Convoy leadership spans the country and comes from various Indigenous, rural, and urban communities, all who have an ambition for unification and freedom.
A video posted by the so-called Freedom Convoy supporters has been circulating on social media.
City News has confirmed the video was not showing an Algonquin powwow, but rather it was recorded at a Cree round dance in December of 2018 in Frog Lake, Alberta.
The internet knew that this convoy was coming days before it did. I don't know what were the preparations, what were the planning, what kind of intelligence do they have in the Ottawa police? They're quick to surveil Black and Indigenous protesters, yet when it comes to white protesters, they all of a sudden have no authority. We had United Re-Roll in 2019, and we had some white supremacists latch onto that too. I don't see why this would be any different.
Do we rediscover our roots as Canadians? And do we resist the ghettoization of our society? Because despite what our corporate media and political leaders want to admit, Islamist entryism, that is the adaptation of political Islam, is rotting away at our society like syphilis.
Strauss-Howe generation theory says that this kind of oppression goes in 4 generational cycles. So the last one was the Great Wars, and before that it was the American Civil War, and before that it was the American Revolution. and they predicted that this was going to happen, whatever crisis happened to float into the regime's lap in retirement. They tyrannized us, and that's the boomer generation. They're the same generational archetype as Stalin.
Syphilis.
And now I'd like to introduce to you the lady on my left, the lovely, the one, the only, Bridget.
So I do a lot of things here while I'm in Ottawa.
And you got to ask yourself, who are we trying to be safe from? We're trying to be safe from the very people that our government appointed to protect us, which is the police of Ottawa. You know, if I'm an adult and I'm afraid, can you imagine what the children of Ottawa feel like when they see all these stormtroopers and stuff come by? So if you guys could do your part and put some pressure on Ottawa City Police to help us keep our families that are safe in these trucks with the basic essentials of life. That's what that photo was for.